Yo, what's up guys, this is Offensive Seahawks fan back with another video. Today I'm giving you one thing every team this offseason should have on their wish list. Whether it's through the draft, whether it's a signing, whatever it is, I'm going to say what I think they should do. To start, we're going to do with the Cardinals. They need a quarterback until Kyler Murray is back and healthy. And possibly some more receivers. Hopkins is probably on his way out. Moving on to the Falcons, they need offensive weapons. You can't run an offense with a receiver, a rookie receiver, and a tight end you barely use in the first place. Whether it's quarterback, whether it's maybe another running back, even though Algier was pretty good, or decent, I guess, I don't know. Pitts has not done much, and Drake London, we've only seen him play 1 year. We don't know if he's going to continue being good. Moving on to the Baltimore Ravens. They need to get Lamar Jackson under contract and get him some receiving help. He is not, besides Marquise Brown, what receiver has he had? An actual wide receiver, not a tight end, not a running back. I'm talking actual wide receivers. He's had none. Moving on to the Bills. Secondary, definitely. You don't know if Micah Hyde's coming back. You don't know if Poyer's coming back. You don't know if DeMar Hamlin's coming back. That's a lot of your secondary right there. Specifically safeties. Moving on to the Panthers. Quarterback. I mean, obviously. What you gonna run with? Is Sam Darnold still? Oh, wait, no, they got PJ Walker. They do have Matt Corral, but we haven't seen him do anything yet because he got injured right off the bat. I think they should still get a quarterback, even though they haven't seen anything from Corral yet. Moving on to the Bears. Get an offensive line. Get linebackers. Get a new team, honestly, at this point. You have no linebackers. You have no offensive weapons, really. They're like the Patriots on offense. They're just boring outside of Justin Fields. Moving on to the Bengals, get an O-line, and get rid of Eli Apple. He's such a cancer player that just likes to make drama for no reason without backing any of it up. Seriously, come on, guys. Moving on to the Browns. Probably someone on the D-line, maybe, to help out Myles Garrett. Clowney's not coming back. Thankfully, because no one really likes him. He's just kind of a douchey player with a toxic attitude. And honestly, maybe another weapon of some sort, because Amari Cooper's not getting any younger. People showing he's very underrated, but I'd still get a third guy, I don't know, maybe Will Fuller can come back. We haven't seen him in a while. Or maybe sign Jacoby Myers or something. That'd be a good signing. Moving on to the Cowboys. Figure out what's wrong with Dak Prescott, honestly. And also cut Zeke Elliott and re-sign Pollard. Yes, I know Pollard's not going to be back until maybe the start of the season or something like that. But he is so much better than Zeke Elliott. Zeke is literally just a goal line back at this point in his career. Just like Leonard fullback. Moving on to the Broncos. An O-line for Russell. Give Russell Wilson an offensive line. This is coming from a Seahawks fan, Denver. I've seen this before for 10 straight years. Give this man an offensive line. Moving on to the Lions. You guys need defense. You probably had the worst defense last year. Maybe outside of Seattle, I don't know. They're pretty close in terms of how bad they are. Moving on to the Packers. Get rid of Aaron Rodgers. For like the past 4 years, he is contemplating and threatened to retire. And you guys have been like, oh, we're going to get rid of him. It's been 4 years, and you still have him. Trade him, cut him, do whatever you gotta do to get him out of Green Bay. Let Jordan Love take over. Moving on to the Texans. Bryce Young. Anyone want to disagree? No? Okay. Bryce Young. Colts. At quarterback. Get Matt Ryan out. Let him retire. Get Nick Foles out. Let him retire. Get Sam Ellinger out, maybe. I don't know. He's not impressive. In the NFL, at least. Moving on to the Jags. Defense or interior offensive line. One of those. Just go heavy on both of those during this offseason. Like, go heavy on defense in the draft. Go heavy on interior O-line in free agency. Moving on to the Chiefs. Yeah, I don't know. They're the Super Bowl champions. An offensive coordinator, because Eric Bieniemy just left. And I don't know if they have one already yet. Moving on to the Chargers. Fire Brandon Staley. Enough said. Next, the Rams. Just get healthy. Stay healthy. Get pieces ready for when Donald leaves or retires, when Stafford retires, when Ramsey leaves. Honestly, he could be traded in a couple of weeks. We don't know. But just get pieces ready for that, for when all three of those do happen. And acquire draft picks, okay? Do the opposite of what you did to get your ring last year. F the players, give us draft picks. Just do that, Rams. Come on. Or don't, actually, because screw you guys. Moving on to the Raiders. Leave Vegas, for one. And for two, a quarterback, because you just released Derek Carr. Honestly, you should, maybe get Aaron Rodgers. It would make sense, because him and Devontae Adams, who wouldn't want to see that again, outside of probably Packer fans? Alright, we got the Dolphins. Team doctor. I'm being dead serious. Get a team doctor that doesn't suck. Vikings. Defense and center. And just defense and offensive line, pretty much. Outside of Darashaw. Moving on to the Patriots. You guys are like a plain vanilla ice cream cone. You guys are so boring. You need him. You need a game-changing player, whether it's in the draft, whether it's in free agency by signing someone. Just get him. The player that will come into your organization and just change the atmosphere of it. Ever since Tom left, you guys have been as boring as a plain old vanilla ice cream cone. Moving on to the Saints. Probably a new quarterback. Taysom Hill sucks. Jameis Winston sucks. Honestly, you might want to keep Andy Dalton. He's their best quarterback right now. But maybe try to get Derek Carr or something. Honestly, maybe Baker Mayfield. There's been talks of that. Moving on to the Giants. Re-sign Saquon and Daniel Jones and give Daniel Jones some offensive weapons. Moving on to the Jets. Any quarterback but Zach Wilson. I'd rather have Jamarcus Russell than Zach Wilson. He is not an NFL quarterback. I don't know why he was drafted at number 2. Ugh. Moving on to the Eagles. a new defensive coordinator and a second half defense against good teams. Steelers, you need a offensive line and maybe another receiver. Moving on to the Seahawks, my team. Defense, so simple. Just get like Jalen Carter, or Will Anderson, or Tyree Wilson, or whatever that guy's name is. I don't know. I don't watch college ball. But just get someone on defense that will change how it's played and get some sacks and just be a physical beast. Please, Schneider, ace this draft again. Please. Moving on to the Niners. Figure out who your quarterback is. Same for the playoffs as well, because you can't seem to have that figured out once you get to the NFC Championship. Are you going to use Trey Lance? Are you going to bring someone else in? You should use Trey Lance. You traded 3 first-round picks to get him, and he's played like 5 games. And you're going to give up on him? For what? Being injured? And being inexperienced? You guys are stupid. Moving on to Tampa. Head coach and a quarterback. Todd Bowles is a horrible head coach. And your current quarterback is Kyle Trask. There's quarterbacks like Will Levis, who I don't really care about. There's Anthony Richardson, who is flashy, but yeah, he does some boneheaded plays sometimes. There's quarterbacks in free agency. Just get a quarterback, get a head coach. Moving on to the Titans. Weapons, I guess. I mean, you need offensive weapons. You can't just use, a 30-year-old Derrick Henry. I'm pretty sure he's almost 30, or he probably already is 30. That's not good to have running backs that old. Just get some offensive weapons and don't continue just using only Derrick Henry on your offense. That's how running backs get worn out these days, is when you generalize an offense solely based on your running back's legs. Moving on to the final team, the Washington Commanders. Get a new team owner. Get a new head coach. Figure out your quarterback. Defense. Is Chase Young gonna come back ever to what he was in 2020? I hope so. That dude's an absolute freak. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Go Hawks.